Hi, and come Maco Yuh Kitchen. I'm going to show you me just getting some potato salad and some vinaigrette coleslaw together. So let me just show you what I've done. This one, it's very bright in the sun I'm afraid, but that's my coleslaw, which I've shredded up some white cabbage and some carrot, and I've just dusted that with some salt and some black pepper. I'm going to let that relax a bit in the salt before I apply my homemade salad dressing to it. That's just a balsamic French style dressing you've seen me make before. In this bowl, this is for my potatoes. My potatoes are floury potatoes, which I'm boiling with the skins on. And I'm making a floury mayonnaise potato salad, and in here you'll see half a white onion chopped up, 2 spring onions chopped up, and you'll also see 2 small gherkins chopped into tiny pieces comme ça. And in that is going some of my homemade mayonnaise. I'll just get that out of my cupboard and show you. And that's my 1 minute mayonnaise. That's on my channel if you're interested in it. So there you go. I'll show you all that in a minute when it's all assembled. Once my potatoes are cooked, I will strain them through this handy strainer I've got here, and then I'll rinse them in cool water to cool them down and then strain them again. But I don't want them too cool, because when you put the mayonnaise into the mix you want it to still be a little more, a tiny bit warm, because you want it to absorb the flavours better. That's the secret of good potato salad, by the way. Alright, I'll show you the rest in a minute or two. Okay, that's them strained and rinsed and strained again. Right, just to recap, what I've done is I've cut them into the pieces you see here. I have brought them up to the boil. I've brought them up to the boil from standing cold water. That's rather important, with a fair bit of salt, you know, just to make sure they come out cooked and salty enough to go in the salad. And then I've rinsed them off, rinsed them in cold water and rinsed them off again. Now they're still quite warm to touch, but that's important because we want them to absorb the flavours I told you about. So I'll start to assemble it. Alright, with my trusty old spoon that my sister gave me a few years ago. It's a family heirloom, that is. I'm going to start off with 3 tablespoons of homemade 1 minute mayonnaise in there. Use any mayonnaise you can get your hands on, or make it, it's up to you. Right, and then what we do is we get in there with a spoon and stir to mix it with all those ingredients. It's still a bit warm, remember, and we don't mind if it mashes up a bit. That's the whole point of doing it this way, is to get the potatoes nice and fluffy and mashed up. Don't want them broken up completely, but just so you get that nice mashy look to it. Let me bring that up closer so you can see it. How about that? Nice, huh? So that now just packs away, and put that in an airtight container, and that will keep for about 4 or 5 days in your fridge. Right, on to the coleslaw very quickly. Doesn't take very long. The coleslaw is actually reduced a little in volume, and that's because it sweats some liquid into the bottom. That liquid we quite like because it's got a lovely peppery flavour. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dress it with, what's that, a cupful of the vinaigrette, balsamic vinaigrette. And again, the very next thing I do with that is pack it really tight into a plastic storage box, and again that will keep for up to 5 days, maybe even a week in this case, in your fridge, and the reason it lasts for slightly longer than you might expect is because of the mustard element in the sauce. Mustard itself is a really good preservative. So there we go. That's my potato salad, and that's my vinaigrette coleslaw. Thanks for watching.
So we're at Mom's home, and Narie's making some fried cro-cro. So he has some here seasoned up with green seasoning. Just seeing it, you can see it being fried. Making some wedges to go with it. And here we have some fried fish, the wedges. He made a shadow bunny sauce to go with it. Ketchup, mustard, and homemade pepper sauce made by Mommy.